How's it going, everybody? Steve from Scro Rips here again. Wanted to come on here and talk about something I'm actually really excited about because I am looking at doing a full series of videos here and putting it out to the community that's really going to focus on people that are either interested in just learning about the hobby in general for TCG, specifically Pokemon. So that's going to be covering things like talking about difference in the sets from Japanese to English to Korean to Chinese, and then talking about all sorts of other aspects like rarities, different terminology for different sets, like alt arts and SARs, and defining the rarities and defining some of the terms that get used a lot with card collecting. And I just thought that would be something useful for somebody who's either just looking to get into the hobby or somebody who has a friend or loved ones that are into the hobby and they want to learn about it too so that they can understand better without having to ask all the questions, right? Sometimes it can feel a little embarrassing, like you don't really, want to ask those questions because you're afraid of being kind of an annoyance or something like that. And this way you can use these as an educational resource to learn more about collecting and things in general with the Pokemon TCG. Talking about boxes, booster boxes, collection boxes. The topics are endless, right? There's a lot of stuff out there, and so it can be confusing and overwhelming. So I got this idea from someone close to me and thought it would be a really good idea to actually explain, some of the terms, some of the things I'm saying for somebody who's just tuning in and not familiar with it. You can really feel lost. And so I want people to feel like, like they belong in the community, and it's not something that needs to be gate kept or anything like that. And there's nothing you should be ashamed of. We all have to learn about stuff, so it's things we've acquired over decades of collecting potentially. So, there's going to be a lot of people out there that know more about it, and it can be a little scary to have to ask those questions and put it out there that you're ignorant, not in a bad way, but just ignorant of a lot of the things in the collecting space and Pokemon in general. So I thought that would be a really good idea. Um, so we're going to run with the series, and we're just going to keep releasing videos um, that follow that theme. So I'm really excited about it. Still got to draft up and outline what they're going to look like here, but wanted to put an announcement out there so that you guys can either share this with loved ones who, maybe they've asked you a lot of questions, and then you can watch and refer them to this series that's going to be coming out. So I appreciate you guys' support. We've been doing pretty well over the last few days. It's been a real humbling experience, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing for me and helping this dream continue to grow. So make sure you're checking us out at scrowrips.com. Link's going to be in the description here, and you can follow us on Instagram at scrowrips as well as TikTok at scrowrips, and we do live openings on TikTok. So that's another great way. If you want to come in, join us, make sure you follow so you can find us easily anytime we go live. And you can just hang out in the chat. You can kind of lurk, So I know a lot of people do that and just kind of sit in the background and kind of listen to what's going on, or listen/read in the chat. These are all types of things, right? Chat and all that we'll also go over in the series. And then you can feel free to ask questions, hop in. I love the interaction. That's why I'm on the live. Like if it weren't live, we don't have to have any interactions. So the interactions with you guys and with chat are the pinnacle of what live stream offers, right? And then being able to get the hype and seeing stuff open live. So make sure to join us there. Like I said, TikTok shop as well there, and you can actually purchase off our website and then have it ripped live as long as we're live at that time. We can ship anything sealed as well, and appreciate you guys it's been really, really humbling experience. Thanks.